Today I want us to look at Jesus' command in Matthew 5:43 through 46. Let's read it out together. You have heard that it was said, you shall love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, so that you may be sons of your Father who is in heaven. For he makes his sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sends rain on the just and the unjust. For if you love those who love you, what reward do you have? Don't even the tax collectors do the same? And if you greet only your brothers, what more are you doing than others? Do not even the Gentiles do the same? Jesus starts off this command by saying, you have heard it said. And I think it's important we think about why we've heard it said. The reason we've heard it is because it is the philosophy of the world. It is the world system philosophy. It's what the world believes, the world under the control, mentally and philosophically, of Satan. Even if it was believed by every Christian you know, Jesus is calling you to a Jesus philosophy, not a worldly one. We've got to love our enemies. We've got to pray for those who persecute us so that we may be sons of our Father in heaven. Did you notice that when it said, talked about your Father in heaven, it said he makes his sun to shine? I love that. It's a ball of continually exploding gas, so big you could fit 1.3 million Earths inside it, and it's his. Francis Chan once said, this is God's universe, and he runs it his way. You may not like it, but then you don't have a universe. It's God's Son. It's God's universe, and our God blesses his enemies. He blesses billions of his enemies every single second, with every single breath and every burst of beauty in their world, and every warm moment with family, and every smile of a child, and every taste of good food, and every bit of it is a gift from him. He literally blesses them thousands of times per day. Wow. To be like him, that's going to require us to bless a lot. And it's not okay that God blesses his enemies a lot, but the sons of God curse their enemies a lot. It doesn't work for us to curse them on social media while God blesses them in the world. And that's going to require for us to change the way we speak about some people. It's going to require us to change the way we think about some people. It's going to require you to redraw the lines of what is okay for you to do. It may require you to repent of how you do work or family or politics or sports. It may require you to forgive some things while still recognizing that it was wrong what was done to you, so that you can genuinely pray for the salvation and long for the sins of the person who wronged you to be forgiven just as yours were. So what's going to have to change in your life? What persons do you know, or maybe that you don't know, are the people hardest to love in your life? Sometimes it's the people closest to you because we know their flaws really, really well. Sometimes it's people we think are deeply different from us because they're far away. Oh, they're Democrats or Republicans or communists or socialists or capitalists, or they like this politician, that politician. Sometimes it's people who have wronged you. So 2 questions. Who's hardest for you to love? And how can you bless them? Let's spend some time today in prayer meditating on how we can obey the command of Jesus.